Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, we're about to do a 3v5 on the map Hill Fort between me and the viewers. We're playing as the Huns this game. It's going to be a mixed rated match, which means the players in here are going to be of a wider variety of skill, although most of the players who were randomly selected from the Twitch chat this time are a little bit lower rated than usual, but we're going to be making this a 3v5. That way, the teams will be a little bit more fair. You guys in the Twitch chat did vote for me to play as the Huns, because I feel like I've almost never played as the Huns on my Twitch page, so why not, why not? And, of course, we're going to be playing on the map Hill Fort, which is a map that is unique to the Forgotten Expansion 2 Age of Empires 2 HD Edition. And I have never actually played Hill Fort. Fun fact. I've never played this map before. I have no idea what this map is like. Alright, map is bugged, boys. Alright, alright. This is my favorite favorite bug in Aoe2. This is what Hill Fort's like, guys. It's a great map. We're gonna remake really quickly. We're gonna remake really fast. We're gonna pretend this never happened. Alright, guys, this is Hill Fort for you. This is the best map in the game. Really glad that you guys got to see this Hill Fort game, you know. It's a GG. Wait, does this guy not even have walls? Oh, Dark Nix, shame on you. Shame on you. So, yeah, it's Hill Fort for you guys. Good job. Good job. Killed 2 units, so, good job, Resonance. You did work this time. We're gonna try that again. I'm gonna pretend that never happened. As far as I'm concerned, that never happened. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hopefully these guys rejoin real fast, but you pretend that never happened. I didn't see anything, if you guys didn't see anything. If you're wondering why I don't really play Hill Fort too much on stream, or like Lombardia or other things, by the way, if you were in the last lobby, please do rejoin really fast. Please. So, like, I don't usually play those maps because on the Forgotten Expansion to Aoe2 HD Edition, sometimes the 2 teams spawn on top of each other. You know, when a team and another team love each other very much, guys, they tend to mount each other and just, you know, one of them's on top, one of them's on the bottom. It's like a team sandwich, an Age of Empires sandwich. It's great. So we're just gonna pretend that never happened, and we're just gonna try again. What a game. Yes, send me the email that you got, that you used to sign up for your Steam account, Captain Dolphin. Yes. Wow, what a game. I knew that Spencer P and I, you know, were close, you know.
Yes.
But I didn't think we were that close, guys. Apparently we were. Oh my. Let's try this again. Oh my! Alright, round 3. Whose idea was it to play Hill Fort again, guys? Everyone's like, no, Rez, play Hill Fort. What a great map. I'm sticking to it though, guys. I feel like, in the sake of variety. Did my game just straight up... Oh, no, there we go. Thought it crashed. Alright, nice, nice, alright. Round 3. You know, I'm going to keep this in. Normally, this is the kind of thing I edit out, because it happens to me all the time. But I'm going to leave this in just so you guys understand, you know, why streaming Aoe2 is so hard. Because, you know, it's not the easiest thing here. Alright, Dark Nix, come on, come on. Waiting on you. The faster you guys join, the faster we get to try again. I'm not rolling with this, by the way, if that happens. Let's pick a different map. Go, go, go! Hope you guys feel my pain. Aoe2 HD Edition, guys. It's on sale. Let's go, let's go. Go play some Huns. Come on, Legolas. You can do it, man. I know you can. I know you're capable of this. It's okay, Forrest. Hill Fort was by far the most voted map in chat, so the vast majority of you guys wanted Hill Fort, and Resonance will deliver. Eventually. Nice. Okay, no Hill Fort. Please rejoin immediately. Fast, okay? Alright, no Hill Fort, guys. We're giving up on this. Oh, we're not playing Hill Fort again. We're not playing Hill Fort again, guys. I'm so sorry. If you're looking for Hill Fort, I feel like I pulled a bait and switch here. And I'm just gonna title this video, we'll just play Acropolis. Or Hideout or something. Hideout is probably fine, I don't know. We'll play like... I'll make it Acropolis. Make it Hideout. We'll make it Hideout. I'm gonna do 3v5 Hideout. Bam. Let's go. Let's go, guys. That never happened. Sounds good, Almighty Flo. Hideout's like similar to Hill Fort. Basically, Hideout, guys, is we all spawn, like, there's this huge thing of, who the fuck is this guy? Get out of here! Darkness, once again, very slow. Hopefully he gets in here, though. Come on, Darknix, don't fail me now. Ah, that's my boy. Nice deuce. The world's best intro. I don't have Team Acropolis Lombard, but I literally don't trust anything that uses the team spawn function in AoE2 HD. After that, I hope you understand, guys, why I don't play Hill Fort. Hill Fort is usually bugged, but it's not just limited to Hill Fort. It's anything with a team spawn function, you know, where the teams spawn closer to each other, like not like opposing teams, but all the members of your team will all be like in closer proximity. That function tends to be pretty good.
Yes. I'll take it.
Hideout is there's this big clump of forest in the center of the map, like oasis. But every player spawns inside that clump of trees with a little bit of palisades jutting outward. So you know what it is? It's reverse arena with palisades instead of stone walls. Now, I'm actually the Huns, so I don't need to build any houses at the start. This is great. This is great. Some very efficient wall right here. Gotta protect myself from Mother Nature. Very, very horrifying, guys. Never leave your house. Sunlight, it's just awful for you. I bet those trees weren't even grown in a laboratory. We got cows, that's good. So yeah, you can see kind of how Hideout works out. We're all jutting out of these trees, and my opponents will be like, you know, around the edges of the map. Blah blah blah. Let's play some Hideout. It's not. It's made by good map makers. It is Lombard, but it's not the map makers. It's the problem with HD. No, it's not. I feel like it is definitely not a problem with the random maps. I think it's just a problem with the Aoe2 HD game engine. It's just not generating that function correctly. Because I have had tons of Seize the Hump games, Lombard, tons of them where you all spawn on top of each other. So it's actually just Aoe2 HD, not the map itself. Not the map itself. While I do love Aoe2 HD Edition, that's a bug that should be fixed. But thankfully the developers do actually, you know, they're doing it slowly. They're making some progress. Unlike Age of Mythology Extended Edition, which if you're wondering where my follow-up was, I left them a pretty optimistic game review where even though, you know, the game crashed, like, it was lagging like crazy, and the units were just stuttering, and it was really bad, I was like, well, at least they'll fix it. And they didn't really fix it. The game is like borderline unplayable right now. Maybe towards the end of the stream I could just show you guys by playing a game, but it's gonna tank my rating even more. Basically, if you try to start a rated game and it's been like this for over a week, the game will crash 100% of the time. Very easy to reproduce. Developers haven't fixed it yet or posted anything about it, but I don't know. I feel like Age of Mythology Extended Edition was a huge waste of potential there. I'm really disappointed that you know, it hasn't been getting the support it needs. I realize it's very hard to work on a game, you know, so old, but clearly it needs more help than it's getting. It's just not getting the help it needs. Not getting the help it needs, guys. But good news is Aoe2 HD does get the help it needs, and, you know, as long as you don't play Hill Fort, which is, you know, just a very questionable map at this current version of Aoe2 HD, they've been doing a really good job with optimizing the game and fixing a lot of the bugs. You're gonna have to test generate it a lot, Lombard. You're making eggs for dinner. It sounds awesome, man. Test generate it a lot because while it is more common on a map like Hill Fort, I had to generate like 100 Seize the Hump maps to see that glitch maybe like 3 times. So it's probably a little mixture. Either way, HD has gotten so much better to the point where I love it and I play it all the time. So I'm willing to put up with these bugs because at least the developers care and they show up. And yeah, I'm sure they'll fix that one eventually. In the meantime, don't play Hill Fort, but it's not like anyone is playing Hill Fort anyway, right? That's how I see it. No one's playing Hill Fort in the first place. So yeah, we're doing a 3v5 here. You guys wanted me to play as the Huns. Never really play as the Huns. Mostly because I feel like we get enough of a dosage of Huns from watching competitive Aoe2 that I didn't want to bore you guys with the Huns, but for those of you who are kind of new to AoE and you're not aware, the Huns have this pretty spectacular bonus where they don't need to build houses, actually. And that saves a lot of wood in the long run. Now, they don't start with 200 wood, they start with 100 less, so only 100, which kind of sucks, but they do save a lot more than 100 wood in the long run, so it helps out a lot, and their really cheap cavalry archers are absolutely awesome. Really, the Huns get exceptional units that are mounted. Any unit that they have that is mounted is very, very good. Very good. I would say the Huns' greatest weakness is in the Post-Imperial Age. You know, once you get to the late game stage, the Huns start to suck really bad. They really do. They're really easy to counter. They have literally nothing they can do against the Saracen civilization in the super late game. Cannon's too good. Because again, all the Huns get are mounted units, so... Huns very, very good early game with their very powerful Night Rush. They can transition to, you know, they can do cavalry archers. They can do a lot of awesome different things. They're probably one of the few civs that can go for a strong cavalry archer rush outside of the Forgotten, I would say. Because in the Forgotten they made cavalry archers cheaper, so a cavalry archer rush is a bit more viable than it was before. Yeah, try and get this boar. This one's going to be really tricky to lure it with this level of delay, because we got quite the intense delay, guys, but I'm going to try my best. Try my best, okay, alright. Get the boar. You're supposed to walk this way, woman. You know what? Whatever. You know, there's too much delay. Screw it. I'm deleting a hole in my walls. I was gonna lure him through the gate, and it's too hard. It's too hard. Alright, get that boar in there. Good, 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 good. The map is unique to the Forgotten expansion, Bazooka, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it is the Forgotten expansion technically, because it's the only version you can play it on. I don't know if the team spawn function works in the original AoE2, but I guess it does, so maybe it's just a problem with HD in general. I have no idea. No idea, but at least the developers read that type of feedback and they'll get on it eventually. I'm just disappointed with Age of Mythology Extended Edition, I am. Breaks my heart. I can only imagine the potential that game had, but right now it's just kind of transitioned into a dead game. It's unfortunate. So, not quite sure what my plan is this game. Because, like, right now, I mean, we do start with Palisade Walls, so a Feudal Age Rush is not the best possible strategy. It can work, but it's not required, I guess, because the Palisade Walls will slow it down, and there's not really too much you can do. Like, if you've got, like, archers and stuff, like, it's going to take you a little bit to get through those Palisade Walls, and that should be long enough that if your opponent goes for a fast Castle Age, they should be able to just, you know, defend against it, get to the Castle Age, and then just run you over with knights. So, I'm going to go for a fast Castle Age this game, you know, never done that one before, right? Let's see where life takes us. Maybe I'll go for a Cavalry Archer Rush, right? Because I don't really get to do that type of thing. I did do awesome Cavalry Archer Rushes to Turks, though, at one point, so search my channel if you're interested. Some of the funnier games I think I've done. Very unorthodox strategy. Most people don't consider the Turks to be a viable cavalry archer rushing civ, but I made it work. I made it work. Because in the Forgotten, they gave you this nifty bonus where your cavalry archers is a unique tech of the castle. Forgotten only for the Turks. Research it in the Castle Age at your castle, and it will give 20 extra HP to your cavalry archers. That's like an extra bloodlines. Walking around with 100 HP cavalry archers in the Castle Age, it's actually like 90. Is insane. They're really tanky. Bulky, they can take a hit, they can ruin lives. It's great. So go for Fast Castle Age here, and you know, if you're going for Fast Castle Age, usually you want to sit in the Dark Age a little bit longer, you know, we're going to linger in here until about 27 population, maybe a little bit more, hard to say. I think this is fine. We'll sit in here with the good old 27 pop, which is a little, you know, a little more than what we would normally do if we were going for a Feudal Age rush of some sort of early aggression. We'd want to get the Feudal Age faster. But in this case, we're going to sit in the Dark Age a little bit longer, because the point here is we want to be in the Dark Age longer so that while we're researching the Feudal Age, we have more villagers, which are going to be spending all this time stockpiling and dropping off resources for us. That's exactly what we need. Because the hope is that by the time we reach the Feudal Age, we'll have very close to exactly the amount of resources we need to advance. So it should have enough wood to build a market and a blacksmith, barely, and then, you know, close to 800 food and 200 gold. That way you can click up almost immediately. Bam. That's how you do fast castle age. If you're going for like a feudal age rush, you want to advance, somewhere between 21 to 24 population, ideally, and the biggest thing you can do to improve your game is to make sure your town center is always working. Saracens Cav Archers are fine too. The thing is that outside of the Forgotten expansion to Aoe2 HD, where they made the Cavalry Archers cost just a little bit less, Cavalry Archers just very, very expensive. They're not the most efficient unit. They can be really hard to get on en masse because of their price if you're not playing the Huns, because the Huns ones are cheaper. So usually you won't see people doing it, but it can be a great fun strategy. If you're not, doing a tournament or something, you're not playing for money, then yeah, it can be great. It can be great. And Cavalry Archer rushing on civs that are not the Huns is one of my favorite non-standard strategies to experiment with. It can work, it's just not necessarily as good as Knights, because they're so expensive. For Tarkan Rush, that would be cool, their toy. I will try and get at a bunch of Tarkans this game. Go for a Cavalry Archer Rush and transition into Tarkans, okay? Something like that. I would flush, except we're playing on Hideout, and, Hideout, I have Palisade walls automatically, so... flush is just not as strong as it would be on a map like Arabia. You always want to pick your strategy based on your civ strengths, blah blah blah, your position in your team. If I'm in the pocket, which I'm not, like if I'm, between my teammates, you usually want to go for a more defensive, slower strategy, and if you're on the flank, you want to prepare to get rushed. Or to rush. We're playing Hideout, so I start with these Palisade walls, which are really going to slow down any early aggression. For one, a Dark Age rush with militia is going to be completely useless. They'll never get through these walls. Whereas a flush can get through the walls, it's just not as great. This would be pretty easy for me to defend. Flush an arena and win. I mean, yeah, you can do anything and win. It's just not very optimal. Plus, I'm doing a 3v5, right? Which means that I'm already at a natural disadvantage, and it's important that I am very greedy, and that I get to get ahead of my opponents in the early game with some fast castle age mumbo jumbo, get a big eco out, outboom them, and win before it gets too hard. Because if I flush my opponent, my adjacent opponent, whoever that is, I haven't even scouted him yet, then it's going to set me really far behind if I don't just kill him outright. It's a 3v5, I can't afford to be that slow. Oh, thank you, Archon. He says my voice sounds even nicer when he's high. So I'm going to get double bit axe as I'm advancing to the next stage. Very, very important. Definitely want to do that. This is probably the most important economic upgrade in the game. Without wood, you can't get any other resources, right? You need wood. Wood giveth all resources. Now, I would put down a barracks or something right now, but I think I'm going to go to the pseudo boom. Maybe I'll just go for Tarkans, actually. A Tarkan Rush would be really funny here. With these Palisade walls, I'll just go right through the walls. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I'm sure you guys have seen your fair share of Cavalry Archer rushes in your times. Everybody does that as the Huns, but maybe Tarkan Rush now, yes. I think you're right, that probably is one of the only unique units I haven't masked. You're right. I should probably do that. Do I prefer door handles or doorknobs? What? The thought has never crossed my mind. I have no idea, man. Never given it any thought. I don't have a preference. I'll go for a Tarkan Rush. Go for Tarkans. I did go mask Teutonic Knights. That one game against Delta totally counts, dude. Totally counts. And no, that game wasn't over before I made the Teutonic Knights. That game totally counts, man. What is this? Oh. Oh, he's walled. Ah. Oh, I'm set up for such a sick boom. Look at my eco. This is how you set up a fast castle age, guys. Look at that. All the stockpiled resources. 2 TCs right off the bat. It's already over, boys. It's not actually over yet, but we're in a good position. We're in a great position. I'm gonna build a TC over here so I can start mining some stone. I'm gonna get down a castle. If I was really going for a Tarkan Rush, like a full-on crazy Tarkan Rush, what I would do is I would have been mining stone really heavily, and I would have just put down the castle immediately when I'm, up to the castle age, rather than putting down these 2 town centers. But I think it's important that I boom a little bit first, and then I put down the castle. That way, if this fails, I'm not screwed. So I'll put down the horse collar. You always want to do before you put down a couple of farms. It's less important than double bit X, but still very important. Wheelbarrow next on the priority list. Great once you have, a little over 25 villagers is great. Militia. Love you too, Neomalarchy. So I'm gonna put down a ton, and I mean a ton of stone miners. He's gonna need him. We're gonna need a castle ASAP. What do I think of AoE3? I think it's a really, really good standalone game with probably one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. It's a gorgeous looking game. It's very fun. I love the soundtrack. I can't even stress enough how good the soundtrack is in that game. It's amazing, breathtaking, it really is. But to me, you know, it didn't really feel too much like an AoE game. It really didn't. I was looking for something like a more modern version of AoE2. Maybe one with a faster Dark Age, better graphics, blah blah blah, better game engine, more stable multiplayer. It didn't get any of that. It didn't feel anything like a predecessor to AoE2. It didn't feel like Ancient Mythology, AoE1, or AoE2. And in that regard, I was a bit disappointed. It wasn't what I was looking for, but it was a great RTS game, just didn't feel like AoE. That's just my personal opinion. If you like Age of Empires 3, that's your prerogative, that's totally fine. It doesn't make you any less of a person. I think it's a great game, you're entitled to your own opinion. And I've played it quite a bit. I like Age of Mythology a lot, it's just, I think Age of Mythology is held back a lot from a balance standpoint. I don't think it's very well balanced. But it's booming! Yeah, I've never done that before. Well, I set myself up for a very good opening, but I'm not going to fully boom off this. I'm just going to put down a castle, put out some Tarkans in about 25 minutes. Part of this is as well as I just don't want to kill my enemies outright. Yeah, Tarkan's Cusscold, so I can't just, can't make them immediately because I need a castle as well. What I'm doing is much better. I'm doing this how I should. This is probably the only viable way to do this. Is by putting down a couple TCs first and then transitioning into Tarkans in a map where you're like relatively safe, like Hideout. I'm not like super safe like Arena, but yeah. The thing is I'm safe enough here that early aggression won't really threaten me, but at the same time my Tarkans will eat right through their palisade walls and just, oh, I'm gonna win. It's gonna be great. We'll see how this goes. What kind of car do I have? I drive a BMW, sir. 3 Series BMW. I realize that BMW cars are kind of supposedly driven by douchebags, but... Well, if you already think I'm a douchebag, I can't really fix that. But problem is, I'm a very nice driver. I try to drive like I play AoE2, you know? Always thinking about everybody else, I guess. It's not about me getting to my destination on time, it's about making sure everybody else gets there comfortably, and nobody dies. I've got a whopping driving body count of 0. I want to keep it that way. Got a castle right here. Alright, Tarkan's coming out. Perhaps a true Tarkan Rush is too gimmicky for a map with palisade walls, because it will give them a couple seconds to respawn, but I will mass a bunch of them. Hello, TK the PK, welcome, and welcome back, NDR Minimap. I am set up for a very strong eco, though. Oh, it's a shame I didn't go Cav Archers. It would have been so easy. Build me that castle. Build it faster. Oh, I know I get an upgrade that allows me to make my Tarkans at the stable, but I have to build a castle first anyway, so it doesn't really help Zero Talent. It only helps me mass Tarkans in the late game, but it doesn't help you rush with them. Rushing with Tarkans is not the most optimal strategy, but I'm gonna do it in a way that I think makes it more viable. I think this is how you do it. Is you put down like 2 TCs first, or maybe like 1 if you want the castle a little faster. You build the castle, and then yeah, now I can start working on Tarkans. Now I can get out more of them, because like once I build the castle, and if I don't have any like, you know, infrastructure, then it's just all gonna fall apart. You're gonna need an economy, some semblance of an eco to get up the upgrades, to maybe build a couple stables to back it up, blah 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 blah. So we got, yeah, see we got Marauders, which allows us to build Tarkans at the stable. Pretty expensive, but a really, really good tech. It's really good. It makes Tarkans a very, much more useful late game unit. I was gonna say very good. I think that they're good, but they're very situational, kind of like Jaguar Warriors, which you won't see too many players build. A lot of unique units are situational, guys. So whatever the situation calls for, you must consume and adapt. I'm gonna start attacking now. I'm gonna change the meta 1 Tarkan at a time, as I try to do. It's a 2009 BMW. Okay, Merc. Ooh, BMW M3. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get down another TC. Keep producing bills. Bowsaw is so good. Ooh, doing some scouting. Alright, here comes the Tarkans! Whoa, 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 whoa. Are those some spearmen from our friend Iceberg? Iceberg, sir! I was kind of new to the game, but I feel like I should explain that perhaps on a map where we start with palisade walls, it's not optimal to attack with spearmen so late in the game. Perhaps it slowed down his castle age for not too much gain. This is probably not the map to go for such a late spearman thing on. I know he's new, so it's definitely understandable. So I think the most important thing that he can do, and just if you're like really new to the game, the most important thing you can do to improve your level of play is to, you know, make sure your town center is always working. And, you know, after all the trouble we went through to get into this specific match, I would be disappointed if someone disconnects, but it looks like we're all still here. We meet again, my arch nemesis, the multiplayer status screen. We meet again. We meet again. It appears that we've reached an impasse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the continual, non-stop, crazy excitement of Aoe2 HD Edition. Looks like somebody has disconnected, but we don't know who. Don't know who. Try to vote to save and exit. So this is a great bug with Aoe2, which still exists in the original game, and this is probably my least favorite part of the game, is the multiplayer status screen, because it literally doesn't work. All these buttons are a placebo effect where they're like, what if we design a multiplayer status screen where players can vote on if they want to continue, wait, or save and exit? Oh, but the joke is, the only button that works is the resign and quit half the time. Aren't we positively evil? Evil! So basically, yeah, that's how this game was designed way back in the day, or I have no idea how they managed to create a useless multiplayer status screen, but it doesn't actually work. Like, if someone disconnects briefly and it sends you to the multiplayer status screen, but they don't completely disconnect, they come back, none of the buttons will work except resign and quit. There's no way to save, there's no way to restore, the game is over. And it sucks. There's nothing to do. Okay, let me explain this. So, one of you guys disconnected, and we don't know who. And until that guy leaves, the game won't start. We don't know who did, but whoever lagged during that spike has to leave for the game to continue. I am assuming it is Darknix, since his ping is high. Until the guy who lagged leaves, the game will not continue. Sorry, Darknix, but I appreciate it. Hopefully it starts. Hopefully it starts now. I hope it starts now. Otherwise, I have no idea who disconnected. What a waste of my time. Guys, I don't know if we'll get the Huns. We don't know. We can't tell. I mean, I assumed it was him because he's spiking really badly, but it was not him. Oh! Oh! Alright, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Looks like game's over. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Darknix. Apparently it wasn't you, but it's not like we were gonna play this game anyway, so, it's not your fault. I mean, for one, apparently it wasn't you who disconnected. Sure, you were spiking, but apparently it wasn't you, and there's no way for us to know. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna resign, call it a day. Yeah, man, I was having such a good fucking boom, man. Oh my god. Yeah, try it, I guess. It was Schenker. Son of a bitch. Alright, we'll continue this game. Okay, alright, I guess we do get to see Huns. Now you guys can feel my pain. It was Schenker. Figured it out. There's no way to know. Like, you can only guess. That's the worst part. Wow. Alright, well, at least I get to finish this game. I was gonna say, otherwise this is a huge waste of my time, and I'm sad, but at least we get to play this game. I'll finish this game for you guys. Poured my blood, sweat, and tears into this, Tarkan Rush, I guess. Alright, Legolas. I hope your body is ready. Dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You only know how to farm, so good luck. It's okay, I got Tarkans, man. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be so fine. Oh, this guy's DC'd. Right, that's Dark Nyx. I'm so sorry, Dark Nyx. Apparently... Alright, well, it wouldn't have been fair if you stayed, but I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I assumed it was you because you were the guy spiking, but, like, honestly, there's no way to know. It was a risk. I mean, I'm glad that we only had to lose 2 guys for free rather than, like, lose everybody in the game. Yeah, it's just... It sucks, man. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I'm sure your team will win, because a 2v5 sounds very hard. Well, 2v4? Maybe. Tarkans are here, though, guys. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I have to watch the stream, too. Okay. Alright, thanks, Dark Nyx, for being so chill. You're the man. You're the man, man. Yeah. What is going on? Is that the knight? Everyone knows knights suck, guys. It's all about Tarkans. I don't really plan... I'm gonna be clear, I'm not really planning on killing this guy, per se. It's more like sending a message that Tarkans are the best unit in the game. Just gonna do as much damage as I can to his economy, I guess. This is probably not gonna work out too well. I should probably pull out a little bit. I'm doing well, guys, but, he's making spearmen. He's figured out the counter! Oh my god, you're telling me Tarkans are counterable? They're like slightly weaker knights with an attack bonus versus buildings, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good, but they're really situational because half the time, like, you build knights not to kill buildings per se, but to kill villagers, and Tarkans aren't as good as that. They're more like, you know, really fast battering rams. You can think of them that way. They're like siege weapons. But it's kind of working right now. Ooh. Oh shit, I didn't kill a villager. Come on, get him, get him, get him. Got him. Oh no, pull out. How did this guy get in here? I don't even know. Where did you come from? Where do we go now? Sweet child. Sweet child. Sorry for that little serenade there. What the? Oh, that's my guy. Thank God. Yo, focus other side. Not my side. You should be worrying about the other half of the map. Let the Residence's army of overpowered guys on horses carrying torches handle this. Also, Orange is DC'd. Attack someone else, please. Alright, so this game might be a little bit harder if my ally decides to attack a disconnected player, but you could just attack someone who is in the game, please. Ooh. Oof. Tarkan's failing. Alright, less Tarkans, more other units. Alright. Alright, touche, enemy team. Touche. I think the Tarkans did work. They did enough work. But, yeah. I mean, they can't fight knights. Can't fight spearmen. Alright. I'll just transition to something else. Oh yeah, Tarkan's not the best here, yes. Wasabi, build buildings closer to green. We can push that side. I realize there's no problem though. Basically, I can take control of this guy's base. Should give me some space to build, some resources. I don't know. Might put me in a position where this is suddenly more winnable. And knights. If I put down a monastery and I get out some monks, I could grab some relics. That'd be pretty good. Ooh, I see a bear. Well, he's not gonna survive this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Please no Mangadai. Yeah, whatever, I'll just send it over there or something. Keep him busy. Keep him busy. Start transitioning to other things. The Tarkans have failed. They have built counter units. Now this is when the Huns start to be really not so optimal. So don't have too many ways to deal with guys in the late game. Sure, I got all these no gold costing trash units, but my siege line is bad. It's just siege ramps. So conscription, very, very important that I get that. I just gotta, move the line forward a bit, clear out this guy's base just a smidgen. Should be able to take all of his stuff. Doesn't like stuff. Move this line forward. Okay, build a cabin or stables. Not bad, I've got a setup going on here. Cool. Build a castle right about here. Well, now it's just time to get some upgrades. I feel like ballistics is more important than chemistry. The accuracy is more important than 1 damage. Okay, found my stuff. But that is fine. Now, ideally, I want to clear out this area, but I don't think it matters too much. I mean, he's gonna know I'm harvesting from this stuff anyway. It's more like I want this space. What? Is he just running past me? Okay. Okay, and with this castle, build some trebuchets. Should be okay. I did play Aoe1, yes. It's actually really funny, is that as a kid, Aoe1 came out when I was like, what, like 4 years old or something? Like, oh, he chopped through into there. That's a problem. So I was like really young. Like, I was way too young to actually play Aoe1. And the only reason I played it at all, because, when I was old enough to play, like, games, I guess Aoe2 was just coming out, started playing it, I was like 6 or 7 years old. We went to the store to go buy copies of it so we could play with our friends, and we accidentally bought Aoe1, and that's how I played it, basically. I thought it was Aoe2 when we purchased it. We're like, whoops. Because we just do it as Age of Empires, and it's like, oh, this is a different game. Whoops. Oh, he didn't. I don't know how he got in there. I don't really care, frankly. I'm just gonna push this direction. Good job, man. Now, Wasabi's doing great. He's doing great, guys. There's no problem. Okay, let's see. What's the plan? plan is to slowly move the line forward. 1 inch at a time, just the tip, guys. Oh, Lego lost the brown. You're actually gray. It's not okay. Well, it's kind of on the way. That's a thing, I guess. I wonder, if I castle this area, does this base just suddenly become mine? Do they just suddenly surrender their resources to me? I would rather, like, not trade if possible. Mostly because, I mean, it's risky, right? This map is so open. So very open. Okay, how's this fight going? Not super bad. Right body. I need to probably just make like more archer ranges closer to the fight. I think the trick here is gonna be like mass skirms. I think that's the trick. Your horde is invincible indeed. I had massed Berserks, although not on stream. Maybe that's something I'll do at some point, because Berserks are the best unit ever. Don't anyone tell you otherwise. Really glad we actually got to finish this game. Really glad. Oh, have I ever mastered Berserks for the channel? I feel like maybe I have. I probably have. I have one relic. Uh-oh, Contrictus is a boomed Mongols. That's not good. And of course, by boomed, I mean he's got a very big economy. My, what big eco you have. All the more to kill you with, my dear. Where's my little Red Riding Contrictus skin? Alright. Oh shit, they have Goths! Oh my god, Huns are so bad versus Goths. Fuck me. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. Oh, why do they always have Goths? I feel like they always have Goths. Like, it's like, Goths, you need champions or like something to deal with them, and I don't have that something. Oh my. Alright, I only get 2-handed swordsman. I don't get hand cannoneers. Oh no. Alright, well, I'm gonna put my faith in our dear friend, Mr. Wasabi. I mean, I don't even get heavy scorpions, guys. Like, this is gonna be a thing. I was like, well, at least Spencer is probably not Goss. Like, that was the thought that was running through my head. I was like, yeah, at least he's probably not Goss. I mean, whatever he's booming as. Goss is such a good late game. Their ability to spam tons of infantry and not give a shit. It's a thing. Alright, that base is all cleared out. Oh, God, guys. This is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard game. Oh my. You think we can do it? Maybe.